What's up, Dapper Squad? It's your boy Darius back at it again with some more One Piece. Today we're doing episodes 496 through 499, continuing this amazing flashback. Remember, if you guys want early access up to 16 episodes, as well as the uncut versions of this show, the other shows, the movies, everything, check out that Patreon down below. If you guys want to watch this live with us before it even goes on Patreon, check out that twitch.tv/DapperDarius. I'm not going to waste any more time. One Piece, episode 496. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Exactly where we left off. I love how SABO and Ace were the ones that kind of let him know that he could use his powers for fighting. Now we're getting some good training in. And obviously I can't scale them to how they are now, but the fact that Ace was a very strong kid, so the fact that SABO can keep up right now is a great sign. But Ace still might have the upper hand. He's Roger's son, come on. SABO to me kind of looks like a young Sanji with an afro. Like his hair looks curlier to me. I can hear Naruto so much when I hear SABO, I love it. I love how Luffy's trying to get creative. It's not really working, but he's coming up with ideas, you know. Shield just stretching his fingers. I'm not gonna say this makes me appreciate Luffy's fighting more, because I already vastly appreciate Luffy's fighting. I don't want to pause it, just I don't want to miss anything. When you think about devil fruits and when you think about Blackbeard killing someone to purposefully steal his devil fruit because that devil fruit is so strong, we've always seen Luffy. It's the very first episode he punched Alvida in the face and was one of the coolest moments. You know, we've always seen Luffy as a sort of strong guy. Like, it's kind of weird to think that the the gum gum fruit inherently is not like a fighter's pick. Like, it's not like one you would naturally pick. You know, NL was heated that he was getting beaten by a Paramecia. It happened to be his natural counter, but you know what I'm saying? Like, Luffy is low-key overcoming a lot of odds by being as nasty as he is with the gum gum fruit. Like, I'm not calling Ace, but Ace has the fire, the flame. That one's way better. They did have some great Mount Corvo training with each other, with the crocodiles, taking dinner back to the Don. You still have to deal with Blue Jam and stuff, you know. Have we ever learned what city this is? They're like, damn, you were strong enough to take this out? Sounds like a kid though under this cloak. There's so much world building going into just this island alone. With the Great Terminal, or yeah, the city, the mountain bandits, Mount Corvo. Theoretically, Oda did not need to do any of this. He could have skipped over all this and no one would complain. The man's just a world building god. That is Ace. What are they doing? The classic, put the trench coat on, stand on one's shoulders to make tall? All three of them. I love this trio, don't get me wrong. But I cannot ignore the fact that Blue Jam is kind of scary and he's actively looking for us, you know? In the middle of the walled city, there's another? This has to be a very well-off city then. The Goa Kingdom. I've never heard of this, the Goa Kingdom. Even though it's a forgotten backwater. So in the entirety of the Goa Kingdom, there's this huge walled city with an even bigger wall in the middle, which royals and nobles live. Gives me very Black Clover kind of vibes. And then the area in which we've known as this whole area the whole time, Windmill Village, is way over here on the side. And then in the mountains, this is where Curly Dadan and okay, this is Mount Corvo. I see. So the whole time we had Luffy's flashback with Shanks and the mountain bandits, we spent our time in this little village over here. I had no idea all this was here. They are gonna stand out so much in this area. Hearing Naruto's voice actress ask about ramen as Sabo's voice is so funny. Oh, I love you guys, but do not go to this restaurant. You guys will get kicked out. And no, I'm saying, like, don't get me wrong, you guys got lots of money. Where did he get a noble marker from? I actually hope he did, because I don't want them to actually have stolen that from a noble. I just think about the last time we punched a celestial dragon. And what happened after that? I don't want to fuck with no more nobles. Cool, you know Luffy's in heaven. You know Naruto Sabo is in heaven. Like, this reminds me of Ichiraku. Bro, this poor lady. This poor lady. You guys better give her an excellent tip. These kids are such idiots. I can't blame them for being idiots. They're quite literally 10 years old and 7 years old. But they are idiots. I'd be so heated if I was at a restaurant. 26 bowls of ramen and they broke a window. What does they say? It was delicious. Treasure tab Luffy. See, this makes me wonder about Sabo. He said he found that on the street. Is Sabo an ex-noble? I say ex as if like he fucking said your name. What do you mean is there another Sabo who looks like you? What the fuck? He said, hey, Sabo, with the blonde hair and goggles. And now I'm triple curious. Now I'm even more curious about what's going on with this kid. You know what I'm saying? I like how they're not brothers, but they're brothers. That was his dad. Wow. I thought it wasn't his dad because they have different hair colors, but... I was about to say, that's exactly like... Luffy's always that way, even with Usopp and Water 7. Sounds like Brooks' voice actor. So typical families that only care about the family name legacy, continuing that on, you know. So he can see his father is a piece of shit. Oh, that's a nice drawing, son. How is this gonna make me any money? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I can't be mad that he dipped from his parents. And I can't be mad that, like, you're over here says, let's go home, Saba. I'm like, fuck you, Pops. Bro, this looks like a young Charlos or something. I don't know. This looks like somebody would grow up to be such an a-hole. And then he, in self-defense, injured or punched him, did something. Yep. Can't stand people like this. Yeah, they're slaves to the institution, to the system. I can't necessarily blame them, because if I've seen what I've seen and know what the power of the government is, I don't know. I don't want to relate it so much to Attack on Titan, especially from, I know I said Black Clover earlier, but the walls and the town and everything like that. This just gives me Grisha and his dad vibes. When his dad was like, "No, you have to listen to what they say. Who gives a fuck about us? This, that, and the third. They killed your sister, so what?" And I'm like, man, oh, I feel Sabo now. I'm glad he left for somewhat righteous reasons. I like Sabo 10 times more now. I get it. He's like Arya. Arya wants no part of the political life of a noble family in Game of Thrones, you know? That is 100% Brooks' voice actor. I feel Sabo for doing this, getting out of that restrictive city, but he is wild for this. Yeah, these guys can motherfucking kill him. If this was Game of Thrones, this would be a different scenario. I do respect him though. I would agree. I would agree. I like Sabo much more after that little 5-minute story, you know? With this song playing right now. I like that story. He wants to know about stories, you know? I love that. I could have a whole separate what if timeline of these three traveling together as pirates, you know? Sounds like someone else I knew that's related to you. The only proof that he needs. Oh, that's so sad knowing everything in the future, man. How many people love him at the end, you know? Is this their first time hearing that great ambition from my man? My man is insane. So funny how much of a joke, just a wild throwaway dream that is. And now there are so many people that firmly believe it. That's so funny. They do all make their own kind of captain. I like this imagery of the birds flying together, kind of veering off, going on their own path, you know? Then they come back together, you know? Makes me so curious what Sabo's been doing the past. It was the first episode. Wow. Wow. That's so funny. Tell me why I have this as my wallpaper on my phone and I forgot the symbolism behind it. You share a drink of sake, you become brothers. I love that. Oh, that episode went by so fast. And now my wallpaper is not a spoiler anymore. No preview for me. Goodness gracious. All right, this is 496. On to the next episode. 497, I mean. That's creative with the Spider-Man leg swing. That's creative. I like that. Little teamwork. I'm not going to say other shows don't do teamwork great, but the combo attacks in One Piece, especially from the Straw Hats, easily the best teamwork I've seen in anime. My Hero comes close. I don't ever see teamwork like this. Thriller Bark opened my eyes to what teamwork attacks can do, you know? I like how technically Dodon's the one in charge, but we're like the breadwinners of the family. Like Luffy, Sabo, and Ace, you know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. Imagine you're reaching for a drumstick and all of a sudden you get thrown across the room. Oh my god. Uh-huh. I want to see fireflies in real life. I've never seen a firefly. I low-key feel so bad for Dodon. She is stressing. She just wants to have some mountain bandits and live her life, you know? They make it sparkly every night, and then they just ruin it the next day. Or not even the next day. 5 minutes later. I think Dodon doesn't get enough appreciation. Shout out to Dawn. And they're gonna sneak out and be up to shenanigans. Is that a younger Dawn? Or her in her dreams, we'll say? Yes, this dream Dawn. And she's about to get woken up. Is that a Luffy fairy? Gonna wake her up and annoy her? I feel so bad for this poor woman. She's just trying to raise some kids. Not even up to her. Oh, this poor lady. I do wonder, is Garp here? Oh no, it's the mayor of Windmill Village. Are they gonna steal Luffy from us? It would make sense. I know he was, after this point, like, really with Shanks in the bar and raised over there, you know? Oh. Been 6 months since he left Windmill Village to come up here. I feel like I recognize the mayor's voice actor. W, giving us the new fits. I love it. I always love this in stories. Like, I always think of Killua and Gon. When you have a friend who you're close friends with, their mother, whoever takes care of them, is taking care of them. So they need to take care of your friends, and they're not used to that. Like, look at Ace. He's never had an adult even show compassion towards him. I like Luffy's new shirt. Gang's got the whole new fits on. And with the meal. What's up with them changing fits, bro? They changed fits again? Oh, that's Garp. No, I'm gonna be a pirate first. In Garp's defense, with how much they grew up, he was trying. He said that from the jump. You don't understand these guys. Garp's like, you don't understand. These fists are rated E for everyone. I don't care if he's a kid. I don't care if he's a woman. I don't care what they are. These fists are indiscriminatory. Most certainly is. Huh. Smart alecky. I haven't heard the term smart aleck in like 10 years. They're at the point where... Oh, okay. Oh, what? Okay. You gotta be so fake to him. What the fuck did you just... Oh, bye! Have a good time! The fuck did he just say to me? The Don loves those kids. Come on. You love those kids. Stop lying. To a certain extent, yes, but to a certain extent, she does feel bad for you guys, and she misses you. The Dawn is the definition of a tsundere. It's a tough exterior, but once you break that down, she's got a heart full of gold. This guy's a funny voice. SABO! A hideout in the forest is pretty cool. Oh yeah, just go to the gray terminal. You gotta be worried about Blue Jam though. We haven't seen Poor Chemi or Blue Jam in a couple. I know Poor Chemi's dead, so we won't see him. But we haven't seen Blue Jam in a couple episodes ago, so I'm still worried. That is such a hand. Like low key, Luffy should be a carpenter or a woods worker. Not being able to crush your hands with hammers would be so handy. You guys seen those jobs where one guy will hold the nail while two other guys with sledgehammers will go crazy? Like fuck that. Ace, Sabo, Luffy. ASL, American Sign Language. Couple of pitfalls, you know. The Don smoked a whole pile of cigarettes. She's stressing, man. I feel bad. I like how they have a little watchtower in their hideout. That's so cool. That is a great view. You can see not only the water, you can see the city, you can see Windmill Village. You feel like you're on a ship right now looking over the watchtower, the scout tower, whatever that's called. I love the imagery. Ooh. Ooh. They all have their little black and jackets on. Who do you think you are? They're having little role-playing sessions, training. And they just transition back into the fantasy. That's funny. I like that. It's like when you were a kid, you used to play with your action figures. I had John Cena going hand to hand with Super Saiyan Goku, you know. I love that shit. Your imagination runs wild, you know. And they defeated the Blue Jam Pumpkin. WW. I like how childish, fun, uplifting that was. But I also love how realistic this is, because in real life there's an actual murderer after them and will kill them without a shadow of a doubt. Love his voice. You are funny, Dadon. You don't need to act around us. We know. We know. You're good. But relating to what I've said earlier, now in the present day, this makes me want to see Dadon again, what she's been up to. This makes me want to see Sabo. Dadon's just checking in on them, making sure they're safe, taking care of themselves. Oh. Oh. They do have traps set. Oh no. This poor woman. This is the most convoluted trap setup I've seen. What did I just say? 100-ton hammer, 100-pound hammer? What? Dadon might be one of the most hoed characters in One Piece. Like, that is crazy. I feel so bad for this woman. Jesus, this, oh my god. No preview for me. Jesus. Dadon, she needs a fucking massage and a fucking bowl of weed. Jesus. Alright, here we go. Damn, we're flying by time. We're on the next episode, 498, and it's already winter. I wonder if we'll ever get to see Ace eat his devil fruit. That's one of my only things about One Piece that I want to see more of. There's a lot, but I want to see more people find devil fruits and eat them, you know? I like how, especially because it's winter, their outfits have changed, you know? One thing I love about One Piece, their fits are always changing. Is this the same tiger that almost got Luffy when Ace was watching him that one time? I think it might be. Oh, it's Donpa, panda, but backwards. Especially because the colors are opposite. That's so funny. That is quite the beast, though. I respect you standing up. Got 10 toes, standing on business. Oh. They're slipping and falling. It's not the most efficient. Oh no. Oh no. Modern day Luffy could one-shot this tiger. He'll get even with you. He will. This is the second time running into him. I like how they're having an ethical debate about that. Ace is like, that's a stupid thing to do. He shouldn't fight someone who's that much bigger than him. Sabo's like, yeah, but I respect it, though. You'd be mad, too. Kind of defines Luffy's character. He does stuff that are questionable and stupid, but a lot of times the intention and the reason behind them is you understand and you relate to it. I do love this trio, though. They are a W gang. Yeah, Loki, I think when Luffy ate the gum fruit, his brain turned to gum too. Rubber. Like, that shit's just bouncing up in there, not doing anything. I mean, we know up until a certain point, Ace did go out there and have his own pirates. He was actually doing his thing. Until Whitebeard, but, you know. I think Ace Loki started off better than Luffy. He had his... Luffy was in a barrel. He got caught by Kobe. Now, when they do beat the tiger, are they going to eat it? Because if so, that's dinner for a month. For Luffy, that's like dinner for 2 hours, but... That is not the tiger. That is a bear. Is that Dadan? Who could that be? With a giant hammer. Who is this? Who the fuck is this old man? Man's throwing hammers at bears. He got communist glasses. That's Naguri? Now, was that pure intimidation? Was that hockey? What specifically was it that made that bear stop? I could take an explanation like he just... I don't know. That bear seems depressed now. But normally they make like a sound and a little visual effect for hockey, so I don't know. But this could have been... See, that could have been hockey too. This could have been back when I didn't know hockey was a thing, so it's like... I don't know. I'm curious, you know? I was just about to say, let me learn about this guy and watch him be like Silver's Rayleigh's fucking grandpa or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing out random shit, but it's gonna be someone crazy. Yeah, you know this old man has a crazy ass story. I just don't know what it is. Bro, I'm telling you, old men, especially deceptive ones in anime, they're always insanely strong. Please give us your story. Another one who theoretically should hate Ace, so I'm curious how this is gonna go. Understandably, that is fucking Roger, you know what I'm saying? See, now I need a whole flashback to watching them fight. I don't think I've ever seen anyone of Roger's men fight besides Shanks and Buggy. Obviously, Ace is feeling some type of way, you know? Give me some tips and tricks. I love that. This is where Sabo told him. Sabo knows how he feels. Not even Ace knows that Luffy knows. Right? Sabo would know of anything. Just because you have blood connection to someone doesn't mean anything, you know? I was like, so what if he's his dad? That don't necessarily matter. Mm-hmm. Just act casual. If you Luffy is the worst liar in One Piece, so this will not work. Ace will find out. I'll give it under 10 seconds probably. I should have said 3. I should have said 3 seconds. I like how Luffy wasn't a snitch. He was literally the opposite of a snitch a couple episodes ago. Now he's the most snitch I've ever seen. He's like, I am acting. He is acting casual. That's true. That's so funny. Hey Ace, how you doing? Hey Ace, I heard he's your dad. That is true. You forced Sabo to tell earlier. Oh god. Oh god, here we go. Oh no, this is Sabo's dad went to Blue Jam. Fucking bitch. Like, you act like Blue Jam would get your son back. He would kill that kid. Dumbass, man. Dumbass, man. I know it sounds weird because I'm saying you can't trust pirates because if it's making news headlines, it has to be someone important. It's not going to be Garp. He wouldn't. Oh, a celestial dragon is coming here? What on earth could be here that they would want? All right, this is the last episode of the session. This is 499. Are we running from the bear? No, where are we running from? The tiger. Oh. We skipped the bear and went straight to the tiger. He did the same thing. Okay. I like Sabo's plan more, but it still didn't work. I'm not gonna lie, this is the strongest tiger I've ever seen. So far, Sabo has been talking about traps. He designed the base. This man is very like smart and ingenuitive when it comes to coming up with ideas. I really enjoy Sabo. Luffy's gone? I know they fight, but a week is kind of a long time. They are very stubborn. They are very stubborn. That is a good point. He definitely had cultural classes and education, so it would make sense from a book perspective. He's slightly smarter than Ace and Luffy. Anyone in this world is smarter than Luffy. Like I said, they're stubborn. Especially at this age. Luffy and Ace are naturally the most stubborn people in the world. At this age, you know it's crazy. I like how Luffy's not even mad, and I do like how he's being trained by Naguri too. Oh, they're like in a little cove in the Great Terminal. That's cool. Did I say like tiger don't come here or something like that? Like this is no tiger area. Oh, he's training to hit the tiger, and he completely cool. Luffy is such an asshole. He's getting there. Baby steps. He is training. Damn. Roger's ship is called the Oro Jackson, right? Because Tom built it. His ship looks so sick. W. Naguri offering his head for the safety of his crew. I like that. Definitely has bushy eyebrows. Shout out Naguri. Even though he got his ass whooped, he grew a level of respect for Roger. This is going to be a conversation That's needed for my man. Now, I can't say that it ruined Ace's life, but it did cause him a lot of hardship, you know? Are you willing to put your life on the line like that? Oh, this animation is looking real clean and smooth. I love when One Piece gets flowy like this. I'll train you too. That's why he's been hammering and getting junk on the daily from the Gray Terminal. He's building his own pirate ship. Wow. You technically lost the fight, Ace. You owe him now. SABO doesn't, but you're gonna help anyway. You just happen to be here. Well, just look at his training. He'll give you advice. You'll get physically stronger building a ship, and then you'll knock out that tiger easy peasy. W Captain. I like it. One of those situations in which he's going to challenge him every day and he's never going to beat him. Nice little montage. It's been a while. Training, seasons, building the ship, physically working out. This dude, bro, has an addiction to missing his target and only hitting him. He's trying to actually ask him. He knows he was kind of joking earlier and not telling him. There is something that goes beyond strength, but he wasn't a great captain, so he wouldn't know that. But he knows that there is a quality to look for. It is, but it's reality, you know? Well, I mean, Whitebeard wanted a family. It's the people under you that make you who you are, you know? I like how everything with Nagari is hammer related. Even his logo is Jolly Roger. Gotta wrap up the training. I like it. Finish the training. This is typical Ace, always going first. Always being the brazen one. Sometimes that doesn't work out for him. All right, gone. Not strong enough. What's he gonna do? Hey, W teamwork. They're getting rid of a lot of their individualism. Proving who's stronger. Not to kiss my ass. Gum Gum Launcher. Alright, Spider-Man. Gum Gum Rocket. I love the teamwork. Hopefully that's enough to knock this. Oh, okay. WW. I don't think it's that black and white. That was part of the rule. He wants the approval of a crew. You don't make yourself captain, you know, other people make you the captain of them. I like that. I actually would like to see Naguri again. Even in the present day. Have him hear about Ace. I would hit, you know. I still want to see Sabo, all that. Come on. The Hammer Fist Pirates are back in action. I'm just talking on my ass. I actually don't even know the name of them. That is a dope name for pirates, though. Okay. Just like that, we had a train. Oh, we still have to deal with Blue Jam. That's annoying. Not good. Not good. No preview. Continuing the flashback of the brothers. I like the ups. I like the downs. I like the reveal of Sabo's backstory. Sabo's grown on me a lot throughout these episodes. I like his ingenuity, his mediation between Luffy and Ace. I like Nagiri. Naguri, I'm already forgetting his name, as the Hammer Fist captain who's teaching us not only to be stronger, but the ways of captaincy. Because it's a little, especially being a child, you only think strength is the #1 pursuit to the things you want, but there's a lot more depth that goes into it. You know, you might even have strength and you couldn't get the love of your ones. You might not have strength, but you do, you know, so there's a lot that goes into it. Great episodes, though. I'm curious where this is going to go. We still gotta deal with Blue Jam and all that, but overall, great episodes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on this video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Check out that Patreon for the full uncuts. Don't forget to drink some water. Tell someone you love them. Do a good deed today. Have a great one, Dapper Squad. Peace out.